Good morning. Happy Monday. Oh, it's not snowing today. Yesterday we had snow here in Illinois. We are in the spring season, so, I guess, good Lord's letting us know I'll put snow in March. I might give you snow in April. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Monday, starts off the week for most working people. I wish you success during this week. Stay positive. Keep your eye on the prize. Make yourself a priority over anybody other than your higher power. Oh, Lord, hold on. Oh, my God. Hey, Renee. Hey, D9. Hey, B Sparrow. Hey, Josh. Everybody, y'all subscribe to everybody. Um, it's with sadness that I gotta bring this story to y'all. Like, this is awful. This is awful. We've got some missing twins. Missing twins that missed the flight to Boston, and then they ended up found unalive in Georgia, okay? Now, I got issues. I'm going to talk the issues I got first. Because I got some issues. Because, they were first trying to say it was a MUDEI suicide attempt. And I'm looking at what's going on with Gene Hackman. Every day the story changes. And so, are we at the point now where we don't trust law officials to give us the correct information when our loved ones are found deceased, unalive? This is crazy. Something happened to those young men. Something happened to them. Something happened to them. It ain't good. I can just feel it. I don't even like to report on these type of stories. But hold on, y'all. I'm gonna bring y'all the information. Now, Renee, you're saying that's a sundown town. So is that one of those that towns where you better leave before hear me now? Oh, okay. So, is that a sundown town where you better get the heck out of town, especially if you my skin color? Because that stuff still does exist. It still exists. So, y'all need to act like these things don't exist. Okay. So now we are getting ready to listen to the video.
The bodies of twin brothers found in Towns County near the North Carolina line, 90 miles from their home in Lawrenceville. The GBI initially investigating this as a murder-suicide, but tonight the family says they're not buying it. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn spoke with them just a few hours ago. He's live for us in our newsroom with more on this investigation and what the family has to say, Cody.
Well, Jennifer, the brothers Kydir and Nazir Lewis were twins. The GBI says a hiker found their bodies at the top of Bell Mountain on Saturday morning. Both had been shot. The family couldn't believe it when they got the call hours later, knowing the twin brothers were supposed to be in Boston visiting friends.
We want answers. We want to know exactly what happened to the twins.
Nazir and Kydir Lewis.
Those my nephews.
Just a few weeks shy of their 20th birthday.
I can get past it. They're gone.
The twins' uncle, Raheem Bronner.
They're very protective of each other. They love each other. They're like inseparable. So I can imagine them hurting each other because I never even seen them get into a fist fight before.
The GBI saying their preliminary investigation points to the twins' death being a murder-suicide.
We knew right away that wasn't true.
Family says the twins had a 7 a.m. flight to Boston last Friday.
Right there, we never heard from them. They missed their flight. We don't know what happened.
24 hours later, the twins' body found 90 miles away.
How they end out in the mountains, they don't hike out there. They never even been out there. They don't know nothing about Hiwassee, Georgia. They never even heard of Bell Mountains. So how did it end up right there?
A mystery this family is trying to solve.
They had a huge support system. Like, we know them, that they wouldn't do anything like this. So to say that they did this to each other when they come from a family of love, they love each other, they always together, we don't believe that. They didn't do this to each other. Something happened in those mountains, and we want answers.
I did reach out to the GBI tonight. A spokesperson says the twins' autopsies is finished, but they're awaiting additional forensic testing to be finished, as well as the investigation portion of this before they issue a final ruling on the brothers' causes of death.
Okay, y'all. Now let's keep this 100. Now we know about how this getting ready to go. Thank goodness they have a family that's saying, no, we're not buying this. Y'all not getting ready to tell us this crap. We ain't having it. We not having it. You know, this is sad. These were some handsome, fine young men. There go some of the pictures of them, which they showed earlier. But these were twins. And let me tell you something. From what I know about twins, is twins, the good twins, are thick as thieves. Like, they tight. They got a bond, can't nobody explain. They gonna look out for each other. I want to know who lured them And again, the mother, or if that was the auntie, she said, well, the kids don't know anything about Georgia, but we can't rule that out again because, we don't know everything our kids do, you know. So, but see them handsome young men, them boys look good. Oh, shoot. Boy, these ad blocks is killing me. I got enough subscriptions. Look at these fine young boys. They had started their own and Nazir had started their own clothing line. That this is a sundown town. I could remember as a little girl traveling to Mississippi, and it was some town stopped to get gas. We left leaving Mississippi usually at 12 o'clock in the morning, so we wouldn't have to stop till it was sunlight in case we had to stop in some of these towns where they didn't want people of our color in. Handsome young boys, just handsome. I want to thank this family for not going along with the okie dokie, because as we all can see, how these folks are doing Gene Hackman. Every time I turn around, something's not right. But again, my feeling is that these young boys was lured into these mountains when they probably met some stranger who they thought was their friend. Something happened. Something happened. Now, all I can tell people, talk to your kids. I don't care even if they're 19. Even though you got two people traveling together, two twins, don't go nowhere with no strangers. When we went to Las Vegas, it was 6 of us. We all stayed together. We didn't stay together in the same rooms. We were all in the same hotel. But when we went out, we all went out in a group. We never separated. People need to know that the enemy is out here bad. The enemy is exposing its head, okay? And okay, let me go through some of the comments. Susanna, Joshua, B. Sparrow, how's Jules? D9, I gotta get back over there for some beats. Yeah, this is sad. This is sad. Are very protective of each other. I know how my cousins are. We have two sets of twins. Like I say, they thick as thieves. Thick as thieves. And Gwen, I have to agree with you. I hope they didn't meet somebody online. I mean, this is awful. This is awful. And like I said, this is a sundown town. That means people of our skin color. Once it gets dark, baby, you ain't supposed to be there. Yes, it happens a lot in Mississippi. A lot, and it's still going on. Still going on. Now, Gwen, I was thinking the same thing. Like, did these boys, like they might have told the parents they were going to Boston to visit friends. And maybe they was. But who else did they encounter? Who else had they been talking to say, ooh, if you're in Boston, visit me? And look at what happened. Only thing I can say, I try to bring everything that's happening in the United States of America. I try to bring it as a learning lesson. I talk to my son just like I'm talking to these people. He always, Mama, I'm a grown man. I don't care how grown you is. I don't care if you is in your 40s, early 40s. I still tell my child, be careful of who you meet. Don't go out with strangers. Don't be meeting these people online. We don't know nothing about these people. I wouldn't know where to even begin to look for you if something happened. Everybody ain't your friend. It's too many dark forces out there. We got to talk to our kids, grown, old, young. We got to let them know, baby, it's some bad spirits, bad demons. Just like you had to tell people when folks walk up trying to spray perfume and tell you, oh, this is smell this, we selling this. You could be sniffing on some type of drug. They putting on your windshield wipers. They're putting fake currency on there to make you think, somebody that left you some extra change or $100 bill, and you open it up, and it's got fumes or your hands touch it. I'm telling y'all, there's some bad spirits out there. Y'all got to realize this year of 2025, everything is being exposed. So it should be no excuses anymore. No excuses. But we got to talk to our friends, family, co-workers. We got to talk about this on YouTube. We got to let people know. You can't, no, we can't do this. We can't do this. And to any young kids that's listening to the replay, I can still be with my BFFs, my cousins, my sister, who I know I trust very well. And, for instance, if we're out somewhere and somebody say, okay, nice meeting y'all, and, let's meet somewhere, or y'all somewhere, girl, you could be at a paint party. You can be at an innocent event that does not include evil. You could be in church. Somebody come in there, invite the two of y'all to their house or anywhere, and you and your friend decide to go jump in the car with a stranger. Please don't do it. Just, or, never separate to go with a stranger. If you do, when you're with your friends, family, anybody, please make sure you send a text message to these people and let them know, me and such and such, we're getting ready to go get a bite to eat. We're in this car. Because I'm telling you, we don't know what we're getting out here in the real world anymore. I'm going to tell you, when I get in the Uber now, I got my phone on, I'm recording everything. Along with my mace and my switchblade. So I'm telling all of y'all this morning, please be careful. Do not put yourself in a position to be lured. There are some dark forces out there, and these people come in the forms of Uber drivers, restaurant workers, people that work at the airports. It's some evil forces. Y'all got to realize that. See, I've been preaching this. Everybody ain't God's people. Lucifer got kids, grandkids, and uncles. He got his whole family out here, y'all. And Lucifer, Satan, the devil, whatever you want to call them, dark spirits, dark forces. They got people strong. And baby, they will come out of hiding. They ain't hiding no more. They smile in your face. They smile in your face. So please be careful. I don't care who you with. Who you with. We don't know if this happened at the airport. They missed the flight. Was they supposed to meet somebody? Since they missed their flight, was they sitting out in the atrium part of a restaurant? And, a force came up to them and said, "Oh, you missed your flight. Let me give you a tour." So you got to be careful now. Demonic and evil spirits, man, they out there. They out there. I just hope the family will get some answers soon. Like I said, you know, they said at first it was a MURDER/SUICIDE attempt. You know, just like they had the theories with Gene Hackman. Now we're finding out the wife made a phone call to the doctor a day before the coroner said she passed. So you got all kind of evil forces that's gonna stop the real truth from coming out. They everywhere. They in law enforcement. Look at Angie Stone. Look at Angie Stone. A mission. Their assignment, and this is my opinion, was to unalive for Angie. Because she had talked about UMG, how they had ripped her off and she wanted her money. You got the Sprinter van flipping over. Nobody's hurt. You got a woman that's saying she done got out the car, ran across the highway, you know, went and rescued, she wouldn't say her name, you know, rescued a woman and swoosh, you know, but she's alive and Angie Stone was unalive. And I feel like that woman giving that testimony, saying she did this, was just a distraction. Plan A didn't work in that Sprinter van. So they had Plan B. They knew Angie was going on tour that unalived her. And y'all can take it from there. That's my opinion, my viewpoint. And Angie had some demonic, evil spirits around her. And she probably had some innocent people that this thing has shook them up. And we don't know how long it would take for us to find out what actually happened to Angie Stone. We finally found out what happened to Notorious Big, also known as Biggie Smalls, and Tupac. People, be mindful. Sometimes it could be your own family and friends that will help you to an early demise. I'm April Showers. Thank you all for listening to this show this morning. I'm coming to you with an open heart. What did we used to say? We got to be more careful. We got to be more careful. Dear and Nazir Lewis was found unalive on Bell Mountain. You know, law enforcement tried to give one theory and the families ain't buying it. So right away now, we know that there is some foul play. Again, family, we got to be more careful. This is April Showers. I thank you all for joining me for this show this morning. This is sad. this breaks my heart. You know, two fine, handsome young men. They had started their own clothing line. And this is what happens to them when they were supposed to go friends. Again, beware. Beware of the dark forces out there. You got to be. We've got to be more careful. April showers. I'm out.